Recently, at a meeting in Abia State, Orji Kalu advised the Igbo not to vote Obi. He told them to continue voting for Tinubu. Even though the Igbo never voted for Tinubu, and we never vote for Tinubu. He encouraged them to vote for Tinubu and APC. He told them that a vote given to Obi is a wasted vote. Orji Kalu claimed to be a political scientist. He's very laughable. Well, that's another day's discussion anyway. Well, His Excellency Orji Kalu, let me put this thing clear to you. You can pretend all you like, okay? You can also attempt to sell lies to our people. But one thing you cannot wish away is the fact that Obi won 12 states in 2023. Igbo land happened to be only 5 states. So where did the other 7 states come from? It's a simple question. Tinubu, that INEC and the Supreme Court declared the winner, won only in 12 states too. And Atiku Abubakar won in 12 states. So if we're going to use the spread, which was your analysis, if we're going to judge the next election based on spread, I will tell you equally that Obi won the election because Rivers State was stolen from Obi. Obi won Rivers State. Obi won Nasarawa. Nasarawa was stolen from Obi. Obi won the federal capital. So if you add Rivers State, Nasarawa, and the federal capital, Obi won in 15 states. Tinubu won in 12 states. Atiku Abubakar won in 12 states. Even in the numbers, Obi won the most of the votes in that election, regardless of those abracadabra and the minorities and all those, you know, you understand what I'm talking about. That happened in Rivers State, in Nasarawa, in Lagos, in other places. Obi won the most votes. Obi will beat Tinubu again in 2027. Now, all these things, all the fixation APC is having with the person and personality of Obi, where they have followed him from Labour Party with the faceless people who keep going to court, down to ADC, they keep injecting this court confusion, and now the NDC with another minion, you know, going to court. It's just that APC is so jittery about the person of Obi. Why are they jittery? They know that Obi won the last election, and Obi is going to win the next election. The punishment and the poverty APC has brought on Nigerians is so bad that if you go to the street, no average person in the street wants to see APC. Orji Kalu, if they don't tell you the truth, make I tell you, your party stinks and smell. Your president, the performance of your president Bola Ahmed Tinubu stinks and smell. It risks nothing other than corruption of the highest order. What APC has done in the last 4 years is to borrow and spend and to punish Nigerians and to put more Nigerians in poverty. Many more Nigerians have receded into poverty than they were before 2023. So how are they going to vote for APC? The Igbos are the smartest voters in the country. They don't vote bad leaders. Go and check their record. From voting Obasanjo to voting Yaradua and all that. Look at their record. To voting even Abiola. Check up our records. They don't vote bad leaders. So they're not going to vote Bola Tinubu, regardless of what you say. Now, you might try to play down on Obi's popularity. You know Obi is so popular. Obi is an enigma. That's actually what he is. Okay? Obi is a political colossus. Look, Obi is a political wild wind. He's blowing across the country. And he's taking over the country. And he's taking over the country in the most organic manner. Obi will beat Tinubu again. He did beat him in 2023. He will beat him clearly in 2027. He will beat him in Lagos. Regardless, unless this election is not free and fair. But well, I know the APC only hope on rigging anyway. For your information, you claim that that Labour Party rigged the election in Abia State. Orji Kalu, it's not fair when you say that. You know that Alex Oti and Labour Party actually defeated your party, the APC and the PDP in Abia State. Presently, Alex Oti will beat any other governorship candidate in Abia State, including the ADC, the APC, including the NDC governorship candidate in Abia State. You know why he's going to beat them? He has the record on his side. He has performance on his side. He has probity on his side. He has accountability on his side. He has good project and judgment on his side. He has empathy on his side. He has care for the people on his side. That which Oti has is what you did not have as a governor. Oti has made your 8 years as a governor of Abia State looking so little and inconsequential. It is a fact you have to deal with. That Oti came in and in 3 years, his 3 years has achieved more than your 8 years. In fact, minus Samon Bakwe, there is no governor in the southeast that can compete with Oti today. His achievement is standing like a colossus, above and towering, above and over all other governors' achievements in the southeast. The only person to compare Governor Alex Oti is Governor Simon Bakwe and our father Michael Opara. These are the governors. In fact, it's going to be a landslide. It's going to be like tsunami. His next election, that's how it's going to be. I'm sorry, sir, you may not like it, but I will ask you to start planning on what you guys do, right? Your party's fixation on Obi is because people knows that he won the last election and he's going to win the coming election. That is the reason you guys keep popping up, all kind of faceless individuals to go to court and distract the man. And that's the reason you guys are so struggling doing everything in the book, to make sure that it's not on the ballot, because you guys are so scared of standing an election with Obi, because Obi is the guy to beat, and Obi will beat your Ndi Igbo have gone beyond advices, from people like you, Orji Kalu. This needs to be said the way it is. Ndi Igbo do not listen to people like you anymore. Orji Kalu, you are no longer a force in Igbo land. Our people do no longer listen to you. We don't relate with you, okay? Have it at the back of your head. That your advice is like an advice of a roadsider, not even a political scientist anyway.
Orji Kalu has said that APC will win comfortably well. No opposition party can come near APC. That is, no opposition party can remove Tinubu. As far as I'm concerned, when Nigerians are ready that this is who we want to be on that seat, to lead the people, whether it's APC, whether it's this, whether it's that, you cannot stop them. Just that for now, Nigerians are not united. That is just the problem. If Nigerians are united, people like this cannot come and talk bullshit, as far as I'm concerned. Ever since insecurity in this country has been happening, kidnapping here and there, problem here and there, Senator Orji Kalu has not come out to say anything about the current state of this country. All what they're after is just the next year election. How they will retain the next year seat, nothing again. Power is just their problem. Whether you're buying, whether you're starving, you're on your own. Could you just imagine? They are just after the next year election, nothing again. Battling for seats. As far as I'm concerned, most of them are just doing eye service. People that ruled for years, nothing should show off. You come out, you are just after the president to win. No opposition party can come to us, the president, APCI will win comfortably. Look at what is happening in this current administration. Not even up to the 4 years. Look at what is happening. You are not talking about the things that are happening in the country. Currently, you are after the next year election. If the current 4-year administration is like this, how the next year go day? How the next 10 go day? Let's really understand this thing. I believe one day, Nigerians will wake up and say, enough is enough. For now, as far as I'm concerned, we Nigerians, we are not united. When we are united, we will tell these leaders the bitter truth, and they must listen to it, and they must abide by it. Imagine, just after the next election, they are not talking about the things that are happening in this current administration. Check what is happening. Just check what is happening. They are not after it. They are just after power council. Who there for seat? Who not there for seat? That the day after. The 4 years he has ruled, or 3 years he has ruled, how far? How was it? How is it going? They are not talking about that one. They are just, Emilio come, make the power you reach them. The one you've ruled, how was it? That is the question I ask.
Orji Kalu, you say that APC has no competition. It has no competitor because the enemies are in Tata. You see what when they talk? You see what they talk? APC has no opposition. In what basis? Is it under free and fair election or under APC manipulated election? You should differentiate the both. Then we'll know how to answer you. Because as it stands now, there is nothing like democratic election. There is nothing like free and fair election in this country under APC regime. This is a regime that sees power and treats power as if it is autocratic one that they are managing. We don't see any sign of free and fair election. It is only someone who wins under free and fair election that can boldly come out and say what you're saying. See that the enemies are in Tata. What is the cause of the enemies being in Tata? Is it not the infiltration of this same APC that you're talking about, that they do not have opposition or competitor, that made other political parties to be in shabby condition today? If APC enters any political party with their propaganda and their handwork, that political party will go down. They will scatter it and put trouble there in order for them not to have competitor or an opponent. That is what they do. And you are here claiming that APC has no competitor. Are you mocking other political parties that they are in Tata? What is the cause of their condition? Is it not the same APC that put them in that condition so that they will not even see roads to come and contest with them? They hear, they make mad. No, they do. Now don't turn democracy in bread light into autocracy, into what we don't know, and now they make mad with it.
Let me tell you people the good news. The good news is that we are not going back. We are moving forward. That is the good news this afternoon. The good news is that we are going to win election comfortably. President Tinubu have no competition. He has no rival. The opposition is in tatters. Absolutely tatters. Quote me. I'm a political scientist and I know what I'm talking about. I'm not a politician. I'm an entrepreneur. I can tell you, I have checked it inside my room. I have checked it inside my sitting room. I have checked it inside library. I have not seen any challenge. Maybe if Orji Kalu is running in ACC, I could have been a challenge to President Tinubu. But today, there is no challenge. Because you don't need to use only Southeast or somewhere else to challenge for President of Nigeria. It's not possible. It's not possible. Let us not throw away our vote. Let our vote be valid. I'm saying it. Let nobody deceive us. We need to be a united Nigeria to be able to get a united Igbo president or a president of Igbo extraction. If we're not united with the others, you cannot hook up. I'm a student of this country. I know this country so deeply, more than some of our leaders. I know this country so well that people deceive you, people tell you all kinds of stories. People tell you it's just like this. First of all, you need 24 states to be a president. 24 states to be president of Federal Republic of Nigeria. On your mandate, we shall stand. On your mandate, Bola, Bola, Bola. On your mandate, I am mandate, we shall. Bola, Bola, Bola.
Welcome back, my people. Orji Kalu is on it again. Now he has told the Igbo not to support anybody than Tinubu. There is something I want every youth to know. Every youth should know that no politicians out there is there for you. The politicians out there, they are doing eye servicing today. All of them, the eye services they have been doing, they are doing it just because they know what they have done in the past. Just check those politicians that are always saying and campaigning for this worst government today. Any politicians and every one of them who is being campaigning for this government today, if you check their past government, you will know that what they did during their time, bro, is something that cannot be even talked about. See, these guys here, they know what they are really doing, but there is one thing that I always say that when the youths are ready, all these guys, all these APC people doing things in a way that they always think that they can grab this 2027 election with all by their power will not work. When the youths are ready, we will tell them that it will not work, but we are not ready yet. That is why someone like Orji Kalu went to the southeast to tell them to only focus on Tinubu's mandate. I'm happy with the reply he's getting from the southeasterners, because Orji Kalu should not think that the southeasterners has forgotten all the past he's done and all the things he's done in the past. So if someone like Orji Kalu can be part of this APC of today, just know that this APC, we know that APC has not been good, but the APC we have witnessed during Buhari's regime was even better than this today's APC, because during the regime of Buhari, people like Orji Kalu could not even come out to say anything because they know what they did. But now everybody, those one who were so bad during their time as governor, those one who didn't do anything well during their time as senator, those one who didn't do anything well during their time as a local government chairman, are now being part of this, and they are coming out doing their thing without them being punished. They are doing it with impunity, and the president there is there looking at them. He's not saying anything just because that these guys campaigning for him, and he knows that these guys are like him. This is the kind of people the president of today likes, and this is the kind of people he likes to train. So to those of you who are not politicians but always coming out to campaign for this president, I think you don't know what you are doing, and I think by this time, or at this point in time, all the hope you have on this mandate should be lost. If not, you see, your own will be worse than the people in this government, because these people who are campaigning, I mean the politicians who are campaigning today, they know what they're getting. Unlike you shouting anyhow without being paid or without getting anything from these guys, you should know what you should do. If not, see, they will soon go out, and this mandate you have been singing, time shall come. I don't want to say anything, but when the time comes, you will know what you're going to face. Thank you.